Right now, this is a game that counts. Let's have a look. Team America going up against Team Europe. Europe at the disadvantage. They've lost a man, Golden Boy. Yeah, you just have to, you're looking back at everything we've seen, some unreal play. But I would like to point out, in that camera shot, if you were looking at Major Nelson, you may have just seen 2 American flags now. So for every round he's winning, he's putting an extra American flag on his screen. So just being very patriotic. I like that.
Well, you know, it's also just the confidence of the squad.
Yeah.
You know, they're so talented, and obviously displaying that here, winning 2 of these rounds. But I'm not counting Team Europe out just yet, because again, this is the kind of map where you need to have very strong infantry as well, because when you are able to get on the roofs, and Addison struggling a little bit there, but let's go ahead and jump on over to the other side. Let's leave Addison for a moment and see what's going on over at the D flag, because it seems like Team USA, they're making their way in there, and at this point in time, it seems like we're seeing battles going on at B, C, and D.
You can just see the Americans just getting blown out of that gas station. The Europeans just leaving a tank there, basically saying, you want to run at us? That's absolutely fine. We will slay you down every single time you attempt it. And looking at that overhead view, you can see right now the way that this is panned out. It's been a familiar story every time we've seen these guys practice. The Europeans will take an early lead in terms of flags, but then all of a sudden, the Americans, they're just so good at getting a bit of a comeback. It's Iconic Pain, it's getting a bit ambitious there, a bit dangerous. And that chopper, and that's going to be, well, he gets out in time. Oh, the explosion as well. I thought that was going to kill him.
You just really like explosions.
It's just awesome.
All right, well, we got to give love to the Russian Badger, because at the beginning of the show, he was super confident. And, of course, you know, having his delicious beverages and snack treats have certainly helped him out quite a bit. Unfortunately, not there, as he gets taken out. Going to his partner, we also spoke to, iSucks. He is just manning up top and just waiting to see if anyone's going to be creeping around the side here.
Oh, that's not really
that on screen, bro.
That's not what I say.
It has not gone well for him. I've gone through the entire India squad here, and they've just not had the best of luck. Shibby, you're my final hope, man. I hope you do well. But let's go ahead and see what's going on with the overhead. So much craziness in Flood Zone.
Yeah, you can just see the sheer amount of numbers. This is a perfect camera angle as well. You can see the C-Fuck and you can see the B-Fuck. It's both controlled by those European players. And the way that they're just trying to push out and try and apply that pressure on Europe, but Europe have actually lost Delta flag, and I believe that's going to be some pressure on from the US squad. And speaking of the US squad, let's have a look at Brass Monkey right now.
Yeah, Brass Monkey, and if we take a look at what he's using that RPK 74M, right? Which is going to give him, of course, a support class. That's an LMG. It's going to give him some good range with the PKA 3.4 scope. That's going to give him great range, right? To be able to just, you know, hit targets at a long distance. If we go and actually check it out first person and see how effective he is with that, because he ended up getting taken off from behind. That is going to be unfortunate. Jumping out over to the EU side, though, well, let's see what is going on here with Annie.
Team Europe do have that very, very fragile lead, but as you can see, they are bleeding right now. The score going down and down and down, and America trying to count that comeback. That is because, as you said earlier on, America have the advantage on those flags. Just the number, it's 3 flags to 2 right now. It looks like Annie just trying to play a little slow. Explosions going left and right. They need to try and make a play, wait for squad to spawn on. But just explosions everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, again, explosions. That is what it's about here, folks. Is Andy just going to do the best that he can to stay alive, obviously. And now let's actually see what is going on here with Hotel Squad. They're doing very well. I mean, this has been a very close game, Ben.
Well, I believe we actually have some news down on the show floor.
Yes, great news indeed. Now, do not forget, when the round is over, the show isn't. Viewers on Xbox still have a chance to shape the show by choosing the most valuable player. And they also get to decide which world-exclusive reveal we will be revealing from the second Assault expansion pack, which naturally will be available first on Xbox One.
Which one will it be? Gulf of Oman, Operation Metro, or Operation Firestorm? It is up to you, folks, so keep your controller close to hand.
All right, you heard it right there. You guys can go ahead and vote on the MVP. And a little bit, let's go right back to going to be fair. The other side.
Look at it. Americans did was they took a helicopter, they filled it with as many people as they could, landed on the top of the building, and then all parachuted down to try and apply. You can see on our overhead view right now, go flight, just American everywhere. They're trying to these 3 flags. You can see the B, C, and A flag. They're all under control by America, but A and C is currently flashing. That is going to be Europe definitely trying to mount a bit of a comeback because right now, Europe are about to go down behind. This is an amazing comeback from Team America. I have no idea how they're doing it. It's a tied game right now, and that's going to be America taking the lead.
Oh, man, and remember, guys, it is going to be the first to 0 loses, okay? So that is why this is so important. Because of that stop, because they were able to capture all 5 flags, that created such a crazy bleed there. They lost so many points so quickly. Now Team Europe has to answer back. They managed to cap A, which is their home flag, which is great, but they have to start making their way over to D to be able to secure that.
If Europe want to have any chance of going back into this game, Golden Boy, we're going to need to see at least a 4 flag cap. They're going to need to cap at least 4 flags just so they can try and get that bleed that they lost when they went down 5 flags. It's as simple as that. They need to apply the pressure right now, and you can see on your screen just the sheer mayhem going on. And we'll have a look at this Delta flag. The Europeans coming from both sides. A great pinch. In comes the Jeep as well. Europe should be able to cap that flag, and that should give them a bit of support. But meanwhile, Echo flag is also going as well.
That is awesome there. As you can see, Team Europe, they are doing an amazing job. Again, this tabletop view gives us a great idea as to what's going on. Major Nelson throwing in that tow missile, though. That is going to decimate some people there on the side. That is great. And they do have some air support. There's no doubt in my mind that Team USA can get E back, but I do have to commend them because Team Europe managed to make their way straight through cross map. But here's the other thing. If you look there, the A flag, they've lost it yet again.
They have. They're just not able to hold on to it. But it's Europe actually trying to contest that A flag, get it back under their control. They're around about 50 points behind at this point. But Golden Boy, this is where it's great. We still have over 10 minutes of Battlefield 4 action to show you here on the Xbox One. And just a fantastic gameplay coming from both these two teams. And as well, you have to give these commanders some praise as well. So some of the plays they're making is just huge.
Yeah, I mean, can we, you mentioned the Xbox One real quick. Can we just talk about how darn pretty it looks? Seriously, because I played Battlefield on PC throughout the entire time, and I finally got my chance to play on console, and I absolutely love it. Awesome stuff here because, I'm a console gamer. It's what I do. But Widgety Bear, again, dominating the air, doing what he can, and you can clearly see on the side here, the squad, with the squads, they're all just performing so well. Hotel Squad currently sitting at 47 kills. This is actually the squad that Widgety Bear is a part of, and Wally is in there. Unfortunately, Widgety Bear is going to get taken out as we jump on board with Wally. Let's see what's going on with him. Of course, in the tank, I would say the top tank gunner on this squad. Of course, it's awesome infantry. Yeah, perhaps he's just doing his job and expertly at that.
He's so good at what he's doing, and you can see on your screen those flags that are flashing C and D. Europe trying to take those, whilst that Echo flag, that's going to be America trying to grab some control over that. C has been lost, and let's have a look. Can they try and cap C? Got it on your screen. Europe definitely trying to put some numbers. The helicopters are going to dive in, and look at the amount of players that are going to jump out from Europe. That should give them at least a little bit of hope to try and cap that flag. That was a fantastic landing from the helicopter pilot, and you can see the engineers working on that flag as well. I think they are going to be able to get it, but the lead USA have right now with 10 minutes left is starting to become a little bit daunting.
I mean, this could get to the point where Team USA is able to not only, dominate them and in the flag counts, which, of course, Team EU is doing a splendid job of being able to answer back consistently, but they need that similar thing that Team USA got, that all cap. They need to get in there and get at least, honestly, at this point, they need to cap all 5. And with the way that they're playing, while their gun skill certainly is one to be reckoned with, they're just not getting it done there when it comes down to actually pushing the objective.
Yep, I'm right now on board with Vicstar123, a very good YouTuber. I love his YouTube content. Can he try and change things up for Team Europe?
Triple Wreck, who's another big YouTuber too, which is funny.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have some little jabs at each other a little bit later on. But some fantastic plays coming from Vic, but he is going to need to try and help his team, try and turn things around for Team Europe. You can see he's making his way towards that Delta flag. Can he try and get a good shot off across the map? I think he's not managed to get that kill, but he is definitely going to be calling that out to his teammates, see if they can try and pick that up for him. But America are pulling away right now, Golden Boy.
Yeah, and this is scary here for Team Europe. I mean, they had such a great start, they looked very strong. Of course, the game was very close, and I have to emphasize it one more time, that all cap from Team USA caught Team Europe off guard. And now if we take a look here, the boys of Team Europe, they're holding down the rooftops. They're trying to secure the, I believe they're trying to defend the C flag as well as the B flag, so that this way they know that they're not going to lose those. And it looks like they're capping A too, which is great for them. They definitely need that. But again, is it too little too late, Benson?
It's not over yet, but I want to have a look at Addison and his flying. We've been talking a lot about the Americans in the air. Let's see if the Europeans can try and add a little bit of emphasis in the air. Addison right now doesn't look like he has much control. I think he's going to have to bail. That's going to be a crash. He's going to be out of action. A flag still being taken. You can see that on the overhead screen. The chopper was very, very close there. Let's have a look at Starbuck just dropping off the troops. Fantastic strategy. That's going to be a neutral flag, and it looks like Europe are going to go back one flag in the lead.
Yeah, and you know, of course, applying that fire, right, that cover fire there on that chopper, as they do manage to capture this point. So that's great for them. We do have some more eyes as Team USA is starting to push in here on B and C, which is something that Team Europe has been defending with so much, you know, prowess. And could it all crumble right here? This is a huge swing if it happens.
This is a massive swing, and let's not forget they have Killer in the air in that helicopter. He's just trying to give them that added support. All the Americans on the rooftop, you can see them there flooding those flags, but Europe off spawn, desperately trying to go big for their team. I don't even think that is Killer in the chopper. It's going to be another American. He's just going to have to try and come in and try that approach again, because Europe are holding off those 3 flags. 7 minutes remaining here on the all-important showdown match, and this is amazing gameplay right now.
Well, yeah, and bear in mind, too, right, that they have time. They can make something happen. I was a little worried at first, but if they continue to hold down A, B, and C, they can push out to D, and oh, wait a minute, they're losing B. That's going to be scary for them. And let's see if Team USA can manage to cap that, as that would be very dangerous. Of course, we're on board here with Fejion, who's considered to be one of the best players for Team EU. Some of the best stats on Battle once again, but he's just not being able to do anything here. If we take a look, let me see if I can bring up the stats. 13 and 12 at this point in time. Not really, I guess, reflective of his talents, but again, he needs to, they all just need to get something going, Ben.
They do. This is where AC Bongos is going to become a big factor. That commander role in moments like this is a huge factor. If he can use that commander mode efficiently now, he can bring Team Europe back into this fight. And you can see Bedrock, he's actually directly behind us. Please go for the knife. Please do it. He's going to play it safe. Managed to pick up the kill.
Takes out Daskro, unfortunately. Yeah. That's actually one of the captains for Team US. And, you know, just destroying some equipment there, of course. And Fejion, he's just going to continue to hold it down, finding a player right in front of me. He's going to get wiped out. That was going to be from Triple Wreck. And we're now on board with Pyrobios here. Of course, trying to put that attention forward, able to find one. That was going to be Vice. He's going to be able to take him out. Continuing on forward, working with his teammates to control the rooftops, of course. And they might be able to make a swing happen, but they're down a flag. That is not good. The bleed is definitely going to affect them here.
And you can see a bit of a battle going on, tank and tank, and a bit of a helicopter support coming in from Team Europe, definitely trying to take down Shibby in that tank, but they're not able to do so. And Shibby having that control in that tank is just going to prevent any European push towards that flag. And this is just fantastic defensive play. Looking at that scoreboard though, Golden Boy, Europe, they only have B and C flag. America, once again, going to try and pull away. They know they can smell blood right now. They know that they can end this.
Benson, I'm looking at Europe's Vermilion N1 here to be able to at least give some kind of cover here for this team in the air, because again, this is the thing that we have seen time and time again, where Team Europe has not been able to command the air, and Team Europe is able to make their way into the E flag here, as they are going to be able to cap this one in just a second. You can hear Team USA just yelling at each other. The communication is just saying, push the objective, push the objective. Oh man, it has just been such a crazy battle.
Team USA, they know Europe can come back into this. They know, even though they have this lead, crazy things have happened. Golden Boy, crazy things
well,
have
that
happened.
obliteration game was a testament to that.
Exactly that. But this is where Team Europe, they need to push towards that Delta flag. The Alpha flag is so far away from them, they're just not really going to be able to push that realistically, but it looks like they've sent a squad that way. And you can see that just as the camera pans around, that one squad desperately pushing for it. But iconic Wally, he's back in that tank.
Yeah, and he's 27 and 3, Benson.
How does he not die?
I don't know.
Give me lessons.
He you know, he just manages to hold it down. He's on this bridge. He lives in this bridge. He's a troll. You know, essentially that's what it is. And no one is going to be able to stop him here, as the time is going to continue to wane down. We have 4 minutes left on the clock, 175 to 307. Team USA currently in the lead right now. Iconic Wally, again, just continuing to apply pressure, taking out EGL's Glenn. Wow, and Major Nelson is in this squad too, keep in mind. I mean, oh, goodness.
This is something the Europeans haven't been able to address.
They haven't been able to stop it.
Exactly, the tanks and the jets, the Europeans just have not been able to take them out. And you can see just what a massive effect this makes on the game. I mean, Wally, he's just sat there and he's just slaying out the Europeans. And you can see it looks like Team USA are about to try and take that flag for themselves. Let's have a look at Triple Wreck though. Over the other this side of the map, putting some pressure on that Charlie flag. And it looks like the Americans, they want to end this in style. They want to end this with all the flags.
Well, let's see if they're going to be able to do that here as Triple Wreck is going to make his way through, and this is actually going to be the C flag defending this. He is going to have his teammate there for support, and he is going to have that gun in auto there. Let's see what he's using, as a matter of fact. He's using that AK-12, the trusty AK-12. It's a very, very resourceful weapon with that HD-33 one-time zoom red dot. So that is something that's really going to help him out too. Triple Wreck and company, seems like they are going to be able to make the cap happen. Yes!
Oh, no!
They lost the cap. That could be huge, and I think that they are going to be able to make the swing happen. I think Team EU might be able to get 4 here.
Well, C and D is going to be where it's at. Let's have a look at the overhead view of C and D. You can see that C flag about 25%. I believe D